drought animals. Now, according to the cattle farming, the importance of milk yielding animals and drought animals, they are very important for our study. क्योंकि मिल्क यील्डिंग एनिमल्स को मिल्च एनिमल्स के नाम से जानते हैं हम लोग, MILCH, मिल्च, और ड्रॉट एनिमल्स का मतलब है दिस एनिमल्स आर यूज्ड फॉर फार्म लेबर, तो फार्म लेबर के लिए इनका इस्तेमाल होता है. Other than that, we have cows and buffaloes, are indicating over here. It's Bos indicus and the Bos buffalis. There are the two types that we have over here. Now, if we come down a little bit, we will see that the female cattle provide milk, which in turn contribute animal protein to the diet of people. The production of milk depend upon the duration of the lactation period. Always remember, whenever the production of the milk is dependent upon the duration of lactation period. Now, what is the lactation period? A lactation period is the period of the milk production after the birth of a calf. So after the birth of a calf, the lactation period. So what will be the lactation period? The lactation period will be the period of milk production after the birth of a calf. Thus, the milk production can be increased, and by increasing the lactation period. There are many important breeds of cow. Breeds of cow means दोनों अलग अलग प्रजाति के स्पीसीज को लेके एक साथ मर्ज किया गया है. That means to give a new species of cows. Now, we have cows and buffaloes available in our country, which provide us a good quality of milk. Now, indigenous or local breed of the cattle, exotic breed of the cattle, improved breed of the cattle. So these are the particular part we need to know. Sahiwal, Gir, Red Sindhi. These are the indigenous breeds of cattle. तो indigenous breeds of cattle में आपके होंगे Sahiwal, Gir, Red Sindhi, and Tharpakar. So these are my indigenous local breed of cattle. Other than that, we have the exotic breeds of cattle. In the exotic breed of cattle, we know that the exotic breed means those breeds which have been imported from abroad and are reared in India. So these are my exotic breeds. Example, Jersey, Brown Swiss, Holstein Friesian is my particular part. Improved breed of cattle. Now in India, certain improved breed of cattle are being produced, like Karan Swiss and Karan Fries. These are my improved breed of cattle. Now, if we move forward, cattle breed improvement. Let's see what they are doing. Jersey, foreign breed, long lactation period होता है, और Red Sindhi, indigenous breed, resistant to diseases. क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग करते हैं तो कैल्फ का पर्टिकुलर पार्ट आ रहा है. दैट मीन्स लॉन्ग लैक्टेशन पीरियड, रेजिस्ट्रेशन टू डिजीजेस, और क्रॉस ब्रीड करने से कैल्फ लॉन्ग लैक्टेशन पीरियड एंड रेजिस्टेंस टू डिजीज. तो ये जो कैल्फ जो जन्मा, इसका लैक्टेशन पीरियड बहुत बड़ा होता है और ये डिजीज से भी रेजिस्टेंस हो जाते हैं. सो दिस हाउ द क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग इज डन. Now, what do we mean by the maintenance of cattle farm? The proper cleaning and the shelter facilities. Other than that, the well-ventilated roof shades to protect cattle from rain, heat, and cold. So these are needed. Regular brush here, remove dirt. तो उस जगह को साफ सुथरा रखना होगा. Should be provided with feeding through NAND. This is the NAND. Clean drinking water, and should be well protected from the predators. जो उनको खा लेंगे उनसे उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना है. Now, arrangement for the proper disposal of excrete and urine. जो हमारा एनिमल शेड से जो पर्टिकुलर यूरिन और उनके जो वेस्ट मटेरियल होंगे उनको प्रॉपर्ली डिस्पोज करना चाहिए हमें. इसके अलावा शेल्टर शुड बी फार अवे फ्रॉम द रेसिडेंशियल एरिया एंड द वाटर डिस्पोजिंग साइट्स. सो शेल्टर होम एरिया से दूर होना चाहिए. So these are my requirements. Now, animal feed. Animal feed में हमारा roughage particular part है जिसको हम लोग खिलाते हैं rich in fibers, whereas other part will be the concentrates that rich in protein and other nutrients. With what happens, the concentrates, now grain and the seeds, they are being given to the animals, and the oil cakes. So these are the particular part that we know, जिसको हम लोग खोल कहते हैं. These are the animal food that we used to give them. Now, फूड रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर द डेयरी एनिमल्स में थोड़ा बोलना चाहिए आपको कि ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एनिमल्स की तरह उनके डेयरी एनिमल्स के लिए दो टाइप ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट रहता है. एक होता है मेंटेनेंस रिक्वायरमेंट, एक होता है मिल्क प्रोड्यूसिंग रिक्वायरमेंट. आ रहे हैं कैटल डिजीजेस पे, थोड़ा वेट कीजिए. पहले हम लोग बोलेंगे मेंटेनेंस रिक्वायरमेंट में क्या होता है. दिस इंक्लूड द फूड फॉर द नॉर्मल मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी. That means that supporting the animal life to live a healthy life. Other than that, the milk producing requirements they include the proper food for the lactation period. This contains the two substances, roughage and the concentrate, जिसके बारे में हम लोगों ने देखा यहाँ पे. इस पार्ट को आपको एक बार समझा देते हैं. अगर इस पार्ट को देखें तो roughage क्या होता है ना, coarse and the fibrous straw material, जिसके अंदर low nutrient content such as carbohydrate, fat, mineral, protein, vitamins. Roughage from the bulk of the fetal cat. Now, the animals, those who use the fooder, obtain for the bursum, cowpea, husk of grain, wheat, rice, or concentrates using in animal feed are the mixture of substances. क्या होते हैं? Which are rich in protein and other nutrients, but low in fiber. Concentrate include grain seeds and oil seeds. Grain seed and oil seed cakes containing relatively small amount of crude fiber and high amount of protein and other nutrients. The cattle need a balanced ratio of all nutrients in appropriate amounts. So in addition to the roughage and concentrate, certain feed additives are also supplied in the diet of cattle. And these feed additives contains macronutrients and promote the health and the milk output of the dairy animals. You need to remember this in mind. This is the important part. Now, cattle also need a balanced diet containing about the nutrients and the proportionate amount that should be given to the cattle. Now, other than that, besides these nutritious food materials, certain additive food supplement promote the health and the milk output of animals. So if you want, you can give some supplement to this particular part and they can improve the food material. Disease is an abnormal condition which affects the body of an organism. So, disease is one of the vital part of this cattle farming. Now, types of parasites. We have external parasites and we have internal parasites. External parasites are fungus, like lives on the skin and mainly cause skin diseases. तो जिसकी वजह से animals का skin diseases हो रहा है. और internal worms or flukes. Worms after stomach and intestine और flukes damage the liver. तो worms क्या करते हैं ना, आपके जो आपका गाय बछड़े जो होते हैं, the cattle का जो होते हैं, उनके स्टोमक और इंटेस्टाइन के ऊपर वो हमला करते हैं और फ्लूक्स जो होते हैं वो लिवर को डैमेज करते हैं. And this how the types of parasites that are harmful to the cattle. The infectious diseases के अंदर बैक्टीरिया और वायरस होते हैं. इसके लिए हमारे कुछ वैक्सीन एडमिनिस्टर किया गया है, जो वैक्सीन वेटरनरी डॉक्टर के द्वारा दिए जाते हैं. हमारा मेन एम क्या होगा पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग का? नहीं, पहले फिश फार्मिंग के बारे में आते हैं. पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग दिया गया है. पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग के बारे में अगर हम लोग बात करें, सो पोल्ट्री क्या होता है? पोल्ट्री इंक्लूड चिकन, डक, गीज, टर्की. तो मेनली पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग को हम लोग डिफाइन कर सकते हैं एज अ रियरिंग एंड कीपिंग ऑफ पोल्ट्री बर्ड्स सच एज फॉल फॉर द एग्स एंड मीट. नाउ दिस पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग इज डन टू रेज द डोमेस्टिक फाउल फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द eggs and chicken meat. Now, these egg-laying poultry birds are called hen. The egg-laying poultry birds are called hen. And which one groomed from obtaining meat is broiler. जिसको हम लोग मीट के लिए बड़ा करते हैं, उसको ब्रॉयलर चिकन कहते हैं. Now, there are different variety of poultry birds. बहुत तरीके का poultry birds है. कैसे? Now, यहाँ पे कुछ एक्सोटिक है, कुछ इंडियनियस है. अगर मैं इंडियनियस का बात करूं तो इसको हम लोग देसी कहते हैं. द इंडियनियस ब्रीड्स ऑफ पोल्ट्री बर्ड्स. जिसको हम लोग देसी कहेंगे, एक्सोटिक ब्रीड्स ऑफ पोल्ट्री फार्म जिसको हम लोग फॉरेन कहते हैं। तो इंडियनियस ब्रीड्स के अंदर हम लोग बोल सकते हैं घाघूस, ब्राह्मा, चिटागोंग, बसारा, कोचिंग, ये कुछ नाम है जो इंडिजिनियस ब्रीड्स के लिए इस्तेमाल होते हैं। एक्सोटिक ब्रीड ऑफ पोल्ट्री एग्स में हम लोग पोल्ट्री बर्ड्स में हम लोग बोल सकते हैं व्हाइट लेगहॉर्न, रॉड आइसलैंड, रेड, प्लाइमॉथ, लाइट ससेक्स, ये कुछ नाम थे जो एक्सोटिक ब्रीड्स ऑफ पोल्ट्री बर्ड्स के थे। अपग्रेडेशन जरूरी क्यों है ऑफ द पोल्ट्री फार्म? बिकॉज there are variety of poultry birds are there which are developed by crossbreeding, the indigenous and the foreign. Now the crossbreeding program for the variety improvement to develop new varieties is focused on the way we are going to deal it. To obtain large number of and the good quality of chicks, to obtain varieties which have the capacity to adopt in summers and tolerance to high temperature. Other than that, to get varieties which low maintenance required. Low maintenance, ये part बहुत जरूरी है। अगर low maintenance होगा तो हमारा फायदा होगा। To get the small size egg-laying poultry birds, which can easily utilize more fibrous cheaper diets. Now the egg and the boiler production, what is this? Now, poultry farming involves taking good care of birds for the food, shelter, and the disease control. In order to obtain good quality chicken for meat, the broiler chickens are fed on vitamin-rich foods for good growth rate and better feed efficiency. Now, special care is taken to avoid any mortality and maintain superior quality. Boiler chicken are produced as boilers and then sent to markets for the meat purposes. This is the main aim. Now, according to the disease control of the poultry farming, let's see what the slide is telling us. Layers to obtain egg, right? Boilers to obtain meat. Layers obtain egg के लिए होगा और boilers होगा meat के लिए. In order to develop new varieties, crossbreeding programs are carried out between the Indian breeds and foreign breeds. तो Indian breeds और foreign breeds के अंदर में breed करके एक नया तरीके का चिकन बनाया जाता है, जिसका एग्जांपल है लेगहॉर्न, जिसके बारे में मैंने आपको बताया। Desirable trait in commercial variety, तो नॉर्मली हमारा प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाने के लिए इन तरीके का ट्रेट्स का इस्तेमाल होता है। नंबर एंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ चिक्स, dwarf boiler parent for the chick production, tolerance to high temperature, low maintenance requirement, यही बात मैंने अभी आपको मेंशन किया था। Boiler chickens are given vitamin rich food for their proper growth. यहाँ पे एक और बॉयलर चिकन प्रोडक्शन के बारे में बोल रहे हैं। हम लोग को इस चीजों के बारे में ख्याल रखना चाहिए कि अवॉइड मोर्टालिटी, दैट शुड बी मेंटेन। इसके अलावा मेंटेन द फीदरिंग एंड द कार्नेस क्वालिटी। अदर देन दैट, boiler chickens are sent to the market to obtain meat from them. Now, there are the different requirements in the both terms, boilers and layers, housing and nutrition. Boilers are given diet rich in protein and adequate fat. तो rich in protein और adequate fat दिया जाते हैं किसमें ना, बॉयलर चिकन में, जिसमें न्यूट्रिशन का ध्यान रखा जाता है। ये पार्ट मैंने आपको कहा था अभी, मेंटेनेंस ऑफ टेम्परेचर एंड हाइजीनिक कंडीशन, प्रिवेंशन एंड द कंट्रोल ऑफ डिजीज एंड पेस्ट, प्रॉपर क्लीनिंग और सैनिटेशन, ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है। Poultry suffers from a different kind of diseases that are caused. So what are the diseases? Virus, bacteria, fungi, parasite, and nutritional deficiency. Now vaccination is provided to them. Now helps to prevent the first occurrence of various infectious diseases. तो infectious diseases को रोकने के लिए हम लोग वैक्सीनेशन देते हैं। वैक्सीन रिड्यूस द रिस्क ऑफ इन्फेक्शन, तो ये डिक्रीज करते हैं इन्फेक्शन का रेट। इसके अलावा डिजीज कंट्रोल के बारे में हम लोग को जाना ना। इसके बाद हमारा जो पार्ट होगा दैट इज फिश प्रोडक्शन, इस पार्ट को जानना होगा। फिश प्रोडक्शन में हम लोग देखेंगे कि fish forms an important part of our diet. Now, it is a valuable and cheap source of food rich in animal protein. Now, fish protein are easily digestible. That is digestible. Now, what are the usefulness for this particular fish? They have the medicinal value. That means fish liver oil, the cod liver oil is an important source of vitamin A and D. Industrial use, body oil of some fish like herrings and sardines are used for manufacturing edible oil and margarine. Now, they are also used in the agricultural use. They are used as an organic manure in the field. Now, adhesives, they are also used as an adhesive. The skins and bones of the fish are used to make high qualities of glues and adhesives. Now, fish production include fine fisheries and shell fisheries. Now, other than that, from natural resources, we have the capture fishery and culture fishery. So a lot of type of fishery are there. By fish farming, that will be called culture fishery. And from the natural resources, it will be called capture fishery. So there are two types of procuring of fish. तो दो तरीके का procuring होता है fish का, क्या क्या? एक होता है capture fishery, एक होता है culture fishery. Now what are this? Now depending on the nature of the habitat, fishing can be done by both capture and culture method in marine water and the freshwater ecosystem. So marine fisheries, freshwater fisheries and brackish water fisheries. These will be my three types of fisheries. Now marine fishery includes capturing fish of ocean and seas like from freight, tuna, sardine or some marine fishes. Freshwater fishes include the capturing of the fish in freshwater system, such as lake, pond, paddy fields, rivers. In that, ruhi, katla are the basically example that we can take. Brackish water fisheries, these include the fishing activities in brackish water, means slightly salt water, where the sea water mixes with the fresh water, and such as the lagoons and the mangroves. In there, we will find some brackish fish. These fisheries are the places of establishment concerned with capturing and preserving and exploring and utilizing various types of fish and ponds in our daily life. Marine fisheries in India include round about 7,516 kilometers of coastline and the deep seas beyond it. Now, there are many types of fishing nets, hook lines, tip line, which are used for fishing boat for capturing marine fish. Now, in addition to that, some marine fish or high economic value are also farmed in seawater. These include vetki, pulp, spots, mullets. Now, inland fisheries. Let's see what the slide is telling us. In marine and freshwater ecosystem, fish production can be done by two methods. What are they? One is capturing, another one is culturing. Fish production includes the rearing of fine or true fish and shellfish. Like example, prawns and mollusks. Marine fish are trapped by using different kind of fishing nets. So, different types of fishing nets have been shown over here. Like this yield is increased by locating large school of fishing by using satellite and the echo sounder. So satellites and echo sounder के माध्यम से इनका इस्तेमाल होता है. Popular marine fish variety जिसका नाम अभी ले रहा था मैं, पॉम्फ्रेट का बात कहा, टूना का बात कहा, सार्डाइन का बात कहा मैंने, और बॉम्बे डक and the mackerel. So these are my types of fishes for the marine. Now, it is the cultivation of the marine organism in their natural habitat for commercial purposes such as food. Other than that, we have marine fish which have a high economic values are farmed in seawater. Fine fish, mullets, coral, and pearl spots. Now shellfish, prawns, mussels, oyster, and the seaweed. Now marine fishes they are dealing with like coral, mullets, peanut. So these are my example of marine fishes. Now inland fisheries के बारे में अभी बात करेंगे. Now what is inland fisheries? Now freshwater fisheries and brackish water fisheries are collectively called inland fisheries. तो इसमें दोनों टाइप मिले हुए हैं. क्या क्या? ना फ्रेश वाटर फिशरीज मिले हुए हैं और ब्रैकिश वाटर फिशरीज मिले हुए हैं और ये कलेक्टिवली इनलैंड फिशरीज का नाम दे रहे हैं जिसमें कैनल, पॉन्ड, रिजर्वर, रिवर्स आर द कॉल्ड फ्रेश वाटर रिसोर्सेस. Other than that, we have the place where the seawater and the fresh water mix together is called the brackish water. Now, most feed production from these resources is done through aquaculture. Now, rearing and management of aquatic animals such as fish, pond, mollusks, and crab is called aquaculture. So, aquaculture क्या होता है? The rearing and management of aquatic animals such as fish, pond, mollusks, and the crabs is called aquaculture. So, fish production from the inland water resources is mainly through the aquaculture. Now, fish production in the rice crops is one of the oldest practices. Canal, pond, river, brackish water, etc. A combination of 5 or 6 fish species used in a single pond fish. All the species having different food habits are selected so they do not compete for the food among themselves. Other than that, the advantages of using the composite fish culture system are, what are the advantages? No competition for food. Utilization of food available in all the parts of the pond. And increase the fish yield. So these are my main structure. Now species involved in composite fish culture. Let's see. Katla omnivorous surface feeder. Mirgel dativorous and bottom feeder. Ruhi omnivorous and column feeder. So according to the feeding habit and mode of nutrition, we have divided their types. Silver cup. Now phytoplankton feeder, surface feeder. So according to the list, you can able to view it. Now surface feeder, silk cup. Surface column and the marginal areas, bottom feeder. These are my example how and the different types of fish. A major setback in the fish farming is the lack of the availability of the good quality seed. Good quality seeds के लिए एक problem है. Many species which are involved in the composite fish culture breed only during the monsoon season. Only during the monsoon season. Hormonal stimulations किया जाता है. ये भी बहुत important है. इसको हम लोग hormonal stimulations बोलते हैं. To ensure the supply of pure fish heads in a desired quantity, and the different ways have been worked out to breed these fish in ponds using hormonal stimulation. तो hormonal stimulations के लिए ये जिम्मेदार होते हैं. So answer is skin disease. An example of external parasite that lives on animal skin. That's skin disease. That is fungus. Skin disease with the help of the fungus. We have skin diseases, or the fish have skin diseases. See the example of external parasite that lives on the skin of the animals. External parasite may cause skin diseases. Vaccines are given to farm animals to fight against the diseases. Now we are left the last part of the chapter, that's beekeeping. Now beekeeping is the practice of rearing and taking care of honeybees in large scale to obtain honey from them. And this particular part is known as the apiculture. So apiculture is the maintenance of honey bee colony for the production of honey. Beekeeping has become an agricultural enterprise because honey is very important in our day-to-day life. A lot of things involve the honey. The beekeeping process is quite popular because it requires a low investment. The beehive is the source of the wax. Now, varieties of bees used for the commercial honey production are Apis serena indica, that is the Indian bee. Apis serena indica. Apis dorsata, rock bee. So we get the two names of the particular disease of the particular species, Apis florea, little bee. So according to that, they are being divided. Now, the Apis mellifera, the Italian bee. This variety has brought into India to increase the yield of honey. It can easily domesticated and commonly used for the commercial honey production. And the variety of the bee has a high capacity of the honey collection, and it also stings later than other varieties. This is all about your particular bee culture. अभी इटालियन बी के बारे में बता रहा है, जिसके बारे में मैंने अभी कहा आपको. Italian bees are considered more important commercially honey production. Breed quickly, stay in the beehive for a long period of time, whereas are without the sting. And the taste and the quality of the honey depends upon the type of flower from which the bee collects its nectar and pollen. So arrangements of a beehive is an apiary. The arrangement of beehive is an apiary. That is also told over here. Now, what is apiary? The honey extractor machine is over here. We can see how it extracts honey, the animal products and the percentage of nutrient value. इसके बारे में मैं पहले आपसे बात कर रहा था. देखिए वही चीज दिखा रहा है. मिल्क आपका 3.60% है, प्रोटीन 4%, शुगर 4%, पानी 87.2%, B1, B2, B12 और D और E ये विटामिन आ रहे हैं. इसके अलावा एग के बारे में देखिए, कोई शुगर कंटेंट नहीं है एग में, मगर प्रोटीन 13% का है. मीट में 21% प्रोटीन रहता है. इसके अलावा फिश में 19% प्रोटीन रहता है. दिस इज माय चार्ट दैट वी नीड टू नो. एन एग्जांपल ऑफ इटालियन बी होगा एपिस मेलिफेरा, जिसके बारे में मैंने आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था. सो दिस हाउ द थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन. और यहाँ पे आपका ये चैप्टर खत्म हो रहा है. Now don't worry, I will going to send you the question answers, and you need to find out the answer. I'm going to send you the questions. Okay. Any question regarding this part?
No sir.
सारी चीज समझ में आ गया?
सर साहिल नहीं, गौतम है.
ओ हाँ गौतम बोल. कोई प्रॉब्लम?
नो सर.
गुड गुड गुड, होना भी नहीं चाहिए. So